Hi everyone, it's Phil London, and today we are here to do another Pilates Level 2 class. Pilates Level 2 is an intermediate level. However, I will be giving modifications throughout the class if you are new to Pilates. Today we're going to be using light weights, toning balls or soup cans, and a long resistance band. You can pick up one of these bands on Amazon. However, if you do not have a resistance band, you can do all the exercises without it, and ankle weights might actually work perfectly for when you want tension for the band exercises. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to need the toning balls at the head of your mat, wherever that's going to be. And we're going to come to the end of the mat. We're going to start with a breathing exercise. So we're going to sit up really tall. Inhale. On the exhale, I want you to just flex your spine over your thighs. And we're going to take a nice wide breath in on the inhale. On the exhale, we're just going to relax the shoulders down your back. Feel the shoulders melt away from the ears. And we're going to take that inhale again, east to west. You want that nice diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale wide. Feel 2 balloons blow up on either side of your spine. On exhale, just pop those balloons. Little tiny pressure to get all the air out of those balloons, like a little pinhole, right? And we feel that air slowly go out of those balloons. Take one more breath in laterally and wide. We feel the belly button draw in. And on the exhale, feel just gently the compression of the abdominals to expel all the air. Now here I'm just going to have you hold on to the back of the thighs. Inhale through the nose. On the exhale, I want you to just rock your pelvis halfway back. So we're just going to stretch out that lumbar spine. Watch for jutting out of the chin. Draw the chin in. Inhale. Exhale. Just flex yourself back over to your start position. Okay. Inhale. And exhale. Just try to mobilize that lumbar spine. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Breathe up and over your thighs. We're doing 2 more, holding onto the back of the thighs, so we're not just holding in space. We have some protection through our arms. Inhale. Exhale, roll halfway back. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. You can use your arms to lightly pull you back up, just trying to get some stretch through that lumbar. We're going to do 1 more time here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, I want you to stay here. Reach the arms up higher than your knees. Exhale, I want you to roll slowly down all the way to the mat here. Bringing your feet wherever they're comfortable on your mat, rolling your shoulders back and down. We're going to inhale through the nose. We're going to exhale, gently rock your pelvis into an imprint, zipping up through the pelvic floor, weaving the ribs and descending them down towards the hips. We're going to inhale to return to neutral 1 more time. Exhale, gently rock that pelvis into an imprinted spine. We're going to inhale through the nose again. We're going to exhale, maintain that imprint. Bring your right leg into tabletop and then your left leg into tabletop. From here today, we're going to switch, alternate your heel tap, which is a little harder principle. Of course, if you're new to Pilates, you can one at a time alternate your heel to the floor, and then the other side heel to the floor. Tapping your toes a little bit easier in my opinion, so you can do either of those. But otherwise, we're going to inhale, feel really tight in the abdominal, roll shoulders back and down. We're going to inhale, exhale, switch your legs. 1 stays up, 1 goes down. Inhale, exhale, switch. Maintaining that imprint. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Remember, you can do the 1-in-1 version and return, or exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. They pass each other, maintain that imprint. It's a harder principle to switch them simultaneously. And exhale, switch. Good. We're going to do 2 more, just giving you time to play around with whichever movement you chose. Switch. And exhale, switch. And exhale, switch. Return to tabletop. Stay right here. Grab your toning balls, which were at the head of your mat. Give you a moment to grab them if you don't have them. Maintain this imprint here. Of course, you can return your feet back down to the mat. We're going to grab your toning balls and do arm circles. We're going to go up overhead, out by the sides, and around by the hips. Again, you can do this without the toning balls. Inhale, arms up over by your hairline and around by the hips. Good. 2 more. Inhale, maintaining that imprint. Again, the feet can be down. Okay, and 1 more time. Get some circling motion, 360-degree motion in those shoulders. Other direction. Inhale, out wide, up to the ceiling and around. Maintaining that imprint, out wide, over by that hairline, up to the ceiling and around. 2 more. Remember, the feet can be down here again. I'm just going to keep giving those quick modifications. I might do some of the modifications with you. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, resting those toning balls down. We'll leave them down by your sides and return the feet back down, and we will begin hip rolls next. So if you have your toning balls or your soup cans or light weights underneath the palm of the hand, you can lightly press into it. Don't rest the arms and then rest the fingers. You want to have the heel of the hand or the wrist. That way your shoulder to wrist is neutral and it is off the ground. There's space right here, okay? We're going to lightly press into the toning balls. We're going to inhale through the nose. We're going to exhale, rock the pelvis into an imprint, roll through that imprint, squeeze the glutes, roll the hips off the mat into your bridge. Want to get nice and open in the hips. I'm going to have you pulse 3 times, 2 times, 1 time. Hold on the inhale. And on the exhale, roll the spine down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, roll through that imprint, squeeze the glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. As your hips go up, the arms press down. You've heard that if you've done my other videos, because I do this principle a lot to aid in the triceps and the latissimus dorsi, to press down on the arms as the hips go up. Pulse 3, pulse 2, pulse 1. That was a mouthful. Inhale through the nose and exhale, roll all the way through your spine to neutral. Watch for shifting. I do feel myself shifting. Roll through that imprint. Squeeze the glutes. Roll the hips off the mat into your bridge. Pulse it 3. Pulse it 2. Feel the shoulders rock back in the socket. 1. Inhale. Slowly roll back down. We're going to do 1 more and then a stability challenge, as I do every week. Roll through an imprint, squeeze your glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge, hold it, pulse it 1, pulse it 2, pulse it 3. Stay here on that inhale. On the exhale, I want you to deeply connect into the glutes. Feel the abs weave and connect and descend towards the hips, which is an upward motion, but really feel those ribs slide down to the hip bones. On the next inhale, let's press firmly into our right, rooting our right foot deep into the ground. And let's exhale and connect that left leg to a long lever. Okay, and let's inhale, return toe ball, heel back down, firmly press the left and pick up the right. Exhale. Inhale, firmly press that right. Exhale to get that connection in that oblique, and it will help you do the exercise. There are times I inhale on the length, but for this, I think it is just stronger to exhale. Firmly press, exhale on that length. Okay, I'll add the breathing in now. It's very hard to breathe. Demo cue. Exhale. Connect. Inhale. Firmly press. Exhale. Connect and alternate. If you haven't been alternating, start alternating now. But also, if you do one side at a time, you can. It's just a little bit of harder stability to stay on that side, loading the muscles. When you alternate, you also transfer energy like walking. So it is so natural to alternate your sides. But you'll be seeing different variations throughout the class. Sometimes alternating, sometimes same side. Watch for dipping of the hips here. Let's make sure we're strong and do 1 more. Sorry, we're going back to that pulse here. Stay right here. And inhale, exhale, squeeze it 1. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Breathe at 4. Exhale 5. I love it. 6. We get deep into those glutes and open up the hips. Stay here on the inhale. And on the exhale, Roll the spine down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral pelvis. Awesome. We're going to add in a couple of roll-ups. You're going to see roll-ups sprinkled in throughout the class today as opposed to a whole set of roll-ups. You can do them optionally with the toning balls or without. It's totally up to you. I do believe it helps me roll up. Inhale, arms over, chest tight. Nod your chin. Curl and flex. Roll over for your feet. With or without the weights, bend the arms and press them back behind you. And we're going to inhale tiny little bends and exhale presses for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, lengthen back to your toes, parallel to the ground. Inhale. And exhale, roll the spine back down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral and rolling your arms over by your hairline, no farther than your hairline. Otherwise, your ribs are going to pop. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, bend at the elbows and lengthen. Press triceps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lengthen back out. And exhale, roll down to the mat. Let's do one more set. Inhale. Parallel to the feet and the shins and the knees. Inhale. Exhale. And roll down on the exhalation. And reach. Good job. Toning balls can go down by your hips. All right, now we're going to flip over onto the belly and warm up the back. We're going to have the tip of the nose on the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Legs long and parallel, together or closed, your choice. Tip of the nose. Inhale. On the exhale, lightly roll that marble and extend the thoracic spine. Don't come up too high. We don't want to load the spine here. This is just the warm-up. Inhale. And exhale, lower it back down. Inhale. Roll that marble on that inhale. Exhale as you come up for a gentle extension. Feeling your shoulders roll back in line with your ears. Inhale. And exhale to lower it back down. We're going to do one more. Roll the shoulders back and lightly extend the spine. Inhale. And on the exhale, lower it back down. Tip of the nose is on the mat. This next exercise is a very low hover. You're going to hover your arms into what's called your W shape. Okay, you can either slide your arms on the floor or hover. I'll do some of each of those variations. Hover, okay, you should feel your breath against the mat. That's how low you are. Inhale, you reach. Exhale, you pull down. This is what I call XW. You've seen it in other workouts. Inhale, let the scapula elevate and make sure you straighten your elbows. How do you know you look? And exhale, draw back in. That's what I say to my clients. And then reach it out. Straighten those elbows. Okay, if you've got shoulder restriction, you're going to end with a soft bend in the elbow. Go ahead and really press those arms out to straight. Encourage those elbows to straighten. And exhale to pull it back in. Inhale and exhale to pull. Continue. I'm going to go ahead and slide. Still feels amazing to slide. If you find you cannot straighten the elbows in the end, I think you should slide. And exhale. Okay, I still feel that connection. So if you can't straighten the elbows, slide it out, or you can hover and then put them down just in the end and straighten those elbows. That's the action of your triceps. Tell my clients every week, you want toned triceps, straighten your elbows and then reach it. And exhale as you draw it back in. Stay here on an inhale. And on an exhale, lower it back down. Tip of the nose is on the mat. From here, we're going to push ourselves up to all fours, where your hands are forward of your shoulders. So when you drive forward into your push-up position, you have room to move forward, okay? And your shoulders wouldn't be way before your wrists. That would be extreme on the wrist, actually. So now from here, we're going to do cat stretch and rocking simultaneously. I've done it. I think I did it last week. We're going to round your spine. You're going to press back, staying really engaged in the abdominals. Stay round here. Then once your hips go behind the knees, flatten out the back and then pull yourself forward. Okay, these are great modifications for your yoga practice as well. So softly press into the wrist. We're gonna round in. You should have all of your tension in your abs here. Then you unload your wrist totally here and flatten out that back and draw it forward. Okay, if you do need a modification for wrist issues, cat curl on your forearms, press back. I'm not able to go as far back because my arms won't stretch that far, but stay nice and round. Then flatten it out and draw it back into your plank position. I'm going to show the modification in the reverse direction. Let's reverse it, guys. Press it back. All right, and then curl it, round it, and then flatten it out to neutral. Okay, if you do not need the modification, I recommend the full. Press back flat, round, because you get better range of motion. So honestly, the only reason why you should be doing the modification for forearm is if you have wrist issues, okay? And then flat back, press back, and then round it. But if you truly hold your abs in and engaged, you should see that you do not have a lot of pressure on the wrist. Now let's press all the way back into child's pose. Press it all the way back. And then from here, inhale. We're going to claw into the mat for a few reps. And from here, we're going to bring the hands together for your Madonna. Place the palms of the hands together for like a prayer. We're going to bend the elbows, push down lightly into the elbows and round the upper back just an inch. Don't hunch, but just round a little bit. Press the elbows in. Create space underneath the armpit. Then straighten out the arms and stretch forward. You see me wiggle a little. I'll show this next exercise with the toning ball. Straighten out those arms. We're going to bend, lightly press, and then straighten it out. So see how that helps me in my neck? So a toning ball, a soup can, or a pillow. This is going to be your last Madonna, and if you didn't need a prop, you were just down on the ground, pressing your elbows into the ground. Guys, I can't emphasize this enough. And then straighten those elbows, and then we're going to separate the hands, and then we're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time, all the way through to your neutral. Where your head is on top of shoulders, shoulders on top of ribs, ribs over hips, and hips over heels. So now we're going to do an ab series. It's going to be an endurance set, but you can take as many breaks as you need to. It's meant to really strengthen and feel the burn. Our hands are going to go behind the head. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, flex the abdominals. If at any time you need to keep your feet on the mat, just like this, and do the ab work, you can. And I will be giving modifications along the way. Exhale. So we're just warming up, sliding our ribs down to our hips. We're making sure we're not popping out in our abdomen. We're making sure we're not pressing our low back into the mat. We're keeping neutral. And exhale. And in fact, if you press your low back when you flex, your abdominals will pooch out. And exhale. And then exhale. Making sure we're pulling the belly button in, sliding the ribs down towards our hips. Okay, we're going to imprint the spine, bring the legs into tabletop. We imprint before we bring the legs into tabletop to protect the low back. We're going to cross our right leg over like a 4. Okay, this will add resistance to this leg, but again, you can keep your feet on the mat. Okay, right hand is going to go out to the side. We're going to twist up and over to our right knee. And then inhale, take it back to center. If you notice the legs are starting to get away from you, just rest them down. Exhale, there's your modification. And then lower back down, okay? Exhale, 6 more. Exhale, flex, and then inhale, center. Exhale, twist, and inhale, center. Okay, exhale, palm on the mat. In your shape 3, so if a clock, it's all the way out to the 3 shape. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Keep working this thigh pulling in as this one presses down. We feel that isometric contraction. And Perfect. We're going to take those legs to center, both hands behind the head, and we're going to pulse in the center. Exhale, 8. Exhale, 7. Remember, feet can be down. 6. Exhale, 5. Breathe it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to switch the cross, the left hand to the 9, and we're going to twist over and release. Exhale, twist and release. Exhale, twist and release. Exhale, twist oblique, pressing that left arm into the ground. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Take it back to the center, and we pulse up. Exhale, 8. 2, 1. And going right into our oblique twist. I mentioned endurance. We're going to twist 3 times. 1, 2, 3, hold. Okay, let's go over it. Let's twist to the right, knee straighten the left, inhale, center. Let's twist to the left and straighten the right and center. We're pausing and holding a little bit each time. And exhale, twist. And this time we're going to hold and we're going to reach the arm across. Okay, take it back to center. Exhale, twist, inhale, center. Exhale, twist, inhale, center. Exhale, twist and hold. Back to center. If we considered that one a demo, let's do 4 rounds now. It's going to be extremely challenging. Hug your knees into your chest when you need. Ready. We exhale, twist, inhale, exhale, and hold. Exhale. Three more. Twist and hold. And as a nice finale, straighten those legs up. You can either pulse 8 or reach 7. Exhale, 6. 5, your hands could be behind the head. 4, breathe it out. 3, breathe. 2, and 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Straighten out the legs. And into 3 more roll-ups. Arms over chest tight. Nudge your chin. Curl and flex. Roll up rounded shape for your feet. Go ahead and swim the arms back and behind you. Swim them wide into the sides. And then roll back down. Again, optional with the toning balls. And again, inhale. Exhale, roll up. And inhale, swim the arms wide into the sides. Exhale, reach and roll it back down, reaching your arms over by your hairline. If anything is in your way, you can move forward or back. Nudge, chin, curl, flex. Roll up rounded shape for your feet. Inhale, swim those arms back and behind you. And return it. And then roll slowly back down. Reach articulation all the way down through to your neutral. Resting those toning balls down by your sides. We're going to bend your knees. And we're going to go into a bridge series. So we're going to warm up the glutes with a traditional bridge and pressing into the soup cans, the toning balls, or your light weights. I will show some band variations, but you can modify again, as I mentioned, without any band. Bridge. Good. Exhale, 4 more. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. And exhale, 1. Nice job. So if you have that band, grab it. We can take the band and place it around your foot. If you do not have a band, you're going to use your toning balls just as I showed you. That's why we show a variation first and then an add-on or a modification. So I want you to grip the band and slide your hands all the way up. This is like a tissue coming out of a tissue box, elbows down to the ground. Remember, if you're using the toning balls, you can just go ahead and add this leg and no band. Okay, so we're going to bend this knee, press those arms. We're going to exhale, bridge and press, and then inhale to return. Okay, if you want to choke up, I need more tension. Okay, exhale, press, and then return. See, that was pretty easy. See how my thumbs are pointing up to the ceiling? It's between my thumb and first finger. And if you want it even harder, let's say you want to try this without the band, but you want your arms up because you want that core work. Then just take your arms straight up to the ceiling. Okay, we're going to do a couple extra. Exhale. 3 more. 2 more. Make sure that band, I just caught it rolling up on my foot. Keep that foot nice and stable so that doesn't happen. Stay here, either arms up or again by the toning balls. We're going to lift and lower that leg. Inhale, lift, and exhale, press it down to the height of the knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, press it down. Good. Inhale, lift, and exhale, press it down. Keep those arms nice and stable. Inhale, lift, and exhale, press it down. Continue either band or no band, toning balls or arms up to the ceiling, down. But I need 2 arms because I couldn't push the band with 1. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lift, and stay right here. Keep those arms nice and firm. Pulse at 8. Exhale, 7. 6. Remember the options. 5. Breathe it. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bend the knee. Lower the hips. Good. If you have the band, you're going to take a moment to slowly put that foot in and make sure your band doesn't coil. If it's all wrapped up, it's going to cut into your circulation. Remember, the hands can be down by your sides or straight up in the air. See, without the band. Okay? Inhale, prepare. Roll the shoulders back. Lift and press. And then return. Exhale, lift and press. You can have the elbows bent or arms straight up. It's your call. Exhale. Or toning balls. I keep showing that option. Inhale. Exhale. Good. These are easy to get. If you do not want them, you do not have to use the band, but I want to show all different levels and all different variations to keep you guys learning and flourishing at home. Nice and solid with those arms. And here we go. Again, stay out here. And remember, hands down, arms up without the band or 2 bands up. Inhale, lift and exhale, press it down. Inhale, lift and exhale, press it down. Arms are straight. Inhale, lift and exhale, press it down. Keep that hip height. Inhale, lift and exhale, press it down. 4 more. Inhale, lift and exhale, press. Inhale, lift and exhale, press. 2 more. Inhale, lift and exhale, press. 1 more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, press. Here goes those straight leg pulses up. We pulse up 8. Exhale, 7. 6. Breathe it out. You need to choke up. You can. You need to choke down. You can. You need no band. You can. And hold. Bend that knee and return the foot back down. Nice job. Take out the band. All right, guys, so this is a reverse ab variation. I like to hold on to something anchored. You can find anything that you won't be able to pull towards you or that won't fall on you. So you can use a heavy coffee table, a side table. I'm gonna show a variation with the bottom of my couch. And just know, if you do need to do any of the modifications here, the reverse ab on the mat that I'm going to show, please use that modification if you've got any neck issues, shoulder issues, neck injuries, spinal fusions, stenosis. Do not roll up over your neck. I'm going to go to the left of my mat, and I'm holding on right here to my couch, the bottom of my couch, and it can't move. You can also use under your bed. Okay, so we're going to either bring our legs into tabletop or crossed. If you just do the modification, you're just going to focus on rolling the hips a little bit off the mat. Let's say you do not have anything that won't fall on you. Do not do this exercise. Just place your hands behind the head and reverse your abs. Okay, that's the modification. Here we go. If you use the anchor, you can also use a heavy dumbbell, but just be careful not to drop it on your head. All right, so let's roll up and then roll back down. And roll up. Zipping up the abdominals and then roll back down. Okay, I'm right at the edge of my mat. I just don't want to have to move my mat during filming because it takes a really long time to get it right where the camera and the lighting works. So I'm just making it work for today. If you want to work with straight legs, you can too. We're going to do 3 more, bent or straight, whatever feels better to you. You can pulse up if you want to. Couple different variations. I'm hoping you're going to turn on this video more than once a week and come back to it and keep viewing it. Also know that there are options to work in small groups with me. The pulse is really deep. It's really nice. And you see how it's really soft on my arms. I'm just lightly using this for support. And then release. Perfect. I'm going to come to the center of the mat, and I'm just going to stretch out. All right, so now we're going to go into a band variation. However, this is where I mentioned you can use an ankle weight. So we're going to take our band, see I'm getting it nice and straight and flat. I'm going to kneel on it. I'm going to take my foot into it. And then I'm going to tip myself over. To move my knee, you have to hold the band. All right, so we're going to bend the arm. Here's that tissue box again. Don't pull it over your shoulder. All right, this is what I see a lot, and then we lift and lower. And look at the position. The wrist is broken, the shoulder is rounded forward. So we're going to keep it up into external rotation, right? This would be for shoulder strengthening, a rotator cuff exercise. So we're going to flex that foot. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, lift that leg, okay? Let's say you don't have the band. I'm just going to put it down. And in fact, that is a modification. If it's too hard to hold the band the whole time, just wrap the band around the foot. It will literally pull you down, and it is a modification, okay? So now you know the exercise. You saw how you can do it without a band. Wrap an ankle or add the arm. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. See my toes facing the camera, my palms facing towards my couch. Keep this arm stable. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Okay? If you're weak in those glutes, those side glute muscles, you're only going to lift to about here. And also, if you're tight in the adductor, it's going to pull you to the ground. So we're going 4 more. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2. And exhale, 1. Now we're going to hold it, and we're going to reach over and return. Let's say you don't have the band. Reach over and return. Hey, use a toning ball. Reach over and return. I just showed a bunch of options. Over and return. 4 more. Go. Push. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Nice job. Now, if you need to let go of the band, you can. We're going to make backwards leg circles. 8, 7. You can also be on your forearm or lying all the way down. 6, 5. Breathe, or here. 4. You want the advanced? 3, 2, and 1. You got it. Okay? Hold, release, and stretch. Nice job. Okay, so we've got those layers where you can lie all the way down and do that whole variation. That's how you saw me do it week 1. Or you can elevate to your knee, the full arm, the forearm, the band, the toning ball, nothing, or an ankle weight. Okay, don't have your weight on your knee. You can have your arm to the floor, or you can have it on your shin. Okay, you saw me drop the band. It actually works beautifully. Try it, I promise you. Let's switch our sides. So, at home, if you want to turn away from the camera, you can. If you believe you know the exercise, but sometimes it's easier to follow the instructor. So I just open up the band. It only takes a second. I don't know about you, but my heart rate is up from that last exercise. Remember that if you have to move the band, or your knee, you have to hold the band. Otherwise, it's going to slip, okay? That's okay. Just reposition it. And remember, you could just drop that down because that will act as a resistance for you. Okay. Let's grab that band. It's an option. Toning ball if you want to. Nice right angle. Look at how it tones the arm. Now my left is a little bit more toned than my right. Good. Exhale, lift. So it would be the version of external rotation directly up from the shoulder. I was struggling on that other side. It was so much harder for me. Your toe could be pointed or flexed, whatever feels more comfortable to you. Top leg though, top toe should face the camera here. Okay, so exhale or your tablet or your device front. Just don't turn it up, okay? Exhale. Remember, we said we could drop that, but you're still getting tension. Honestly, you really are. I might have even been getting a little bit more tension, but I wasn't getting any arm work. That was the difference. Okay, keep that head nice and neutral. We're going to go over and return. Keep that leg. If it starts to sink, exhale, it's tired. You might need to rest it down. Remember, forearm or lie all the way down. Exhale over and then draw back in. Exhale over and then in. Exhale over. Come on in. Exhale, push and in. Exhale, press and in. Then we went into those circles, right? Drop the resistance if you need. You have your ankle weight, you need to take it off. We go all the way into your leg circles. You can reach it up, right? I dropped. I took a break with my arm. I was so tired. But if you need it, it's 4 more leg circles. Ready? Here's the full. 4. Breathe. 3. And 2. And 1. Whew. That is one of my hardest exercises, in my opinion. And then we stretch it. Remember, don't put pressure on your actual kneecap. So you go to here, let the foot turn out, and then we hold. Breathe it. You hold it for 4. We hold it for 3. Excellent. 2. And 1. And then come all the way out of it. Nice. Again, here is another variation. You can use the toning ball, or you can use your band if you have it, or your ankle weight. I think an ankle weight is a phenomenal thing to use if you do not have a band. So I'll do some form. I put my whole foot in the band. I keep tension on my band, and then I go down to a kneeling variation. You can either do full arm, that's easier, but if you need a wrist option, you're going down here. Reposition the band. Make sure you have it, because I'm telling you, if you let it go, it's going to smack you. And so you want to make sure you have the band connection. That's what it looks like. Okay, guys? Again, the ankle weight would be fine. No weight would be fine. In bar classes, they do this without tension all the time. Okay? You really want to challenge, you don't have any equipment, then pick up your knees and you can slide out and in, right? If you do not have a band, you can do this in a version of plank. I'm going to place my knee down. I'm going to slide out and up and then back in. And I'm going to really fire my glute. Now, the band being open is going to press against the fascia of the feet. That's going to work you throughout your entire limb chain, all the way up to the hip. So please, it's really important. It's not for nothing that you take the band and keep it open. See how it looks like a sock right now on my foot? Keep it open. If it coils up, it hurts. It's painful. It's terrible. Exhale, slide it up. Okay, press those hands down. Remember, you can do it here. I often do. Okay, I'm just showing some variations for your forearms. Okay, exhale, slide it out. Exhale, slide it out. Good. All right, we're going to hold this next one out. We're going to hold it out. We're going to go pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. If your hands get tired, you can reposition. Now I'm flat palming the band. Now pulse it out. 2, 3, 4. No swinging, right? 5. We're not doing that. 6. Keeping it tight. 7 and 8. The form is so hard, guys. And in. 2. If you need a break. 3, 4. I would come up to full arm. It will give you that break you need. It is so hard down on forearm. It's just not a wrist compressed exercise. Hold it here and then return all the way back down. Nice job. I'm going to slowly stay here and put my other foot into the band. Bang. Do you see how quick that is? You don't have to go to that first start position. You only have to do that once. Unless you come out, then you got to do it twice. Okay, ready? Forearms down. All 4s. Remember your option if you don't have a band? slide it out and lift. That is really hard. My knee's off the ground, guys, right? Okay. Now, I added tension. I choose to add tension today. And if I add tension to this, then I'm working harder against my glutes. But if my leg is not working hard, I can take it into a core by elevating onto my knees. Remember, the full arm position, just make sure you have the band first, is here. Okay? It's easier. I'm not gonna lie. Forearm is just a modification if you can't be on your wrist, but it is not easier. It's harder on the shoulder girdle. It's harder on the neck. It loads the glute because that apex becomes a higher. Your apex is the glute. See that? It becomes a higher lifted position. Breathe it out. Nice. Okay, this is how we make a Pilates class feel challenging. Level 2, advanced, but of course, no tension, and you're ready to go. Definitely feeling those triceps hold. We pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Outward. And if you lose the band, no big deal. Pause the video. Get the band. Come back. I'll be right here. If you pause me, I'll stay with you all day. You can just turn me back on. Inner. 1. Breathe. 2. No swinging over. 3. My triceps are killing. 4. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And then lower that leg down and slide it back in. Nice job. Slowly release it. Nice. Only a moment here just to stretch out that shoulder girdle. And then we're going to walk it into plank. We're going to stay right here in your full plank. We're going to press back and pull it forward. Okay? This is your double knee stretch, back and forward. Now, if you need your modification, your knees are down and pull forward. Good. Press back and forward. See how that's pretty sweet here. Quick modification. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Drop to your knees. And we press back into that child's pose, holding here. We play the piano to the right. We play the piano to the left. Okay, if anything's in your way, move it. We take it back to center and we roll it up. All right, so now we're going to take it to a vertical exercise. And we're going to use that band again. But again, if you don't have it, that's where your toning bows are going to come in. Okay, we're going to be pressing the toning bows or your light weights. If you have the ankle weights, you can wrap them around your wrist and do it that way. However, I've been getting a lot of great feedback about this with my clients, okay? Again, these are easy to buy. Contact me. I can tell you which one to get. No problem. I'm going to be out of the camera just to get into position. But I wanted you to be able to see my one foot is going to go on the band, okay? Then I'm going to walk through it. Then I'm going to take my back leg back. So I'm in a nice lunge. Now, I'm going to take that up grip again, all the way up, okay? So I am editing this so you guys can see the different variations. I am in a lunge position. My back knee is not on the mat. I am knocking on someone's door. I'm not breaking the wrist or pulling it back. You see, a lot of people do this and they don't finish their tricep. Push, knock on wood. I am in a lunge right now. 4, 3, 2, breathe it. 1, good. Take that band. If you don't have anything, it doesn't matter. You're going to come in. You're going to fall back into your lunge. You're going to come in, fall back into your lunge. Okay, let's say I don't have a band. Fall back into the lunge. In, fall back into the lunge. Good. Fall to the lunge. And fall. 2 more. Fall. And 1. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe, 5, 6, 7, you're strong, 8, bring it in. Oh my gosh. Anyone else feel their legs? I do. Okay, let's sit up on the other side, okay? I've been literally filming all day, hence you can see my light in that background, but I just went and shut it off. I don't like it. Okay, so earlier it was daytime, now it's nighttime, I'm still filming. Okay, so we're going down into our lunge here, okay? We're holding that static lunge. You don't have to hold the lunge. You can kneel, but my back foot's still on that band. Okay? Hold 1 and 2. Knock on wood. Knock on my door. 3, 4. Breathe it. 5, 6. I showed some options, keeping the band. 7 and 8. Breathe it out. And we're in and in and out. Remember, we could get rid of that band. In and out. I just wanted to show you guys those legs. In. Try not to put your hands on the hips, but if you have to rest. If that band is there and it's slippery, then move it. Okay? Don't slip. Breathe it. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you saw me drop the band. Guys, are you still there? You're doing awesome. Your heart rate is up. We have been taking it off the ground for the last couple weeks. But you saw the band option, dropping the band when you needed to. I actually needed to. But if you can do this workout and keep the band the whole time, keep it around that foot, practice with it, you will have a challenging workout. All right, we're going to go into down dog variations. So we're going to walk into our plank. We're going to press back, hold, bend the knees, get low, press it back, pull it forward, and gently come through for your extension. Either rest your thighs or hold your stabilization. Then pull yourself with your abs and back. Perfect. Press in through those heels. Stretch out through the calves. Bend those knees. Get prepared to jump forward, but we're not going to do that in here. And then press it back out and drop it into your upward facing dog. If you need to rest to the thighs, you can. We're going to do 2 more. Pull up those abs. Press back and hold. Bend those knees. Push them back. Press those heels back and draw it forward. And then into your upward facing dog. Beautiful. 1 more time. Pull from the abs first. Press out through those heels. Bend those knees. Press them back. Push. Pull yourself forward. Your upward facing dog. It's not quite yoga, but you can rest your thighs if you want to. And then zip up your abs. Push yourself back and into your child's pose and hold. Breathe it out. So you can see how we build in here. Roll it up slowly. We start on the mat, we learn our alignment, we strengthen, we get our core involved, and then we come up to vertical work, and every week we're going to get vertical. Okay, we're going to go into a side bend variation. So you might need to come into a side bend in your forearm. I always prefer full arm unless I'm modifying. And then you can also, let's add 1 leg today. Good, and then let's take it back down. Nice. If you want to add 2, you can, but this 1 leg variation is so nice. I'm bringing it to the back corner of my mat. And then if I want to add on, I can. Drop it down. I really like this 1 leg. I've never taught one. These classes make me learn, and they make me come up with new variations every week to challenge you, but it challenges me. And I really like this 1 leg. Oh my God. And then we're going to come up into that side bend. Good. Then we're going to come out and we're going to turn it into a mermaid and we're going to stretch across. All right. And then why not? If we have the time, we're going to extend the leg and we're going to press it up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe it. My favorite exercise. One of them. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And bend and stretch it over. 2 body rolls. And over. 1 body roll. Up and over. Nice job. Release it. Take it to your side. Rotate. Reach it. Beautiful. Take it back. Rotate. I'm going to reach it. Reach it. Nice. Take it back to center. And if you've had enough wrist, then stay right here and just do 1 more side bend. If you want 1 more wrist variation, come up and bend it backwards. You see, if you don't have wrist issues, you don't have to worry. But if you do, you do. So just, again, side bend instead of reach back. All right, we're ready to go on the other side. Oh my God, I love this exercise. I can't wait to share it with my clients. We're gonna be in our side bend, right? This is a modification. Normally you straighten out both legs. I'm gonna have you straighten one, this one's staying bent, and then have you pull it back in and lower, okay? Harder for me, this side seems, but we'll see. 2, ooh, don't straighten that leg, good. You saw me modify and you saw me change my own form. I saw it in the camera, wrong exercise, so I changed it. Reach it. I don't have a lot of weight on this leg, guys. I do have a little, but it's not a lot. Okay, one more. Ready? Up, reach, good, and return. Nice. Ah, beautiful. We're coming into our side bend, and this is our mermaid stretch. We hold it, breathe it. And then we rotate and we stretch and we go down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Connecting that glute. It's a little turned out, working that piriformis and glute maximus together. Last one. And that's a very low load wrist exercise, by the way. And then over. And remember, you can come into that mermaid one more time or into that side bend. And release. All right, a little glute finale, as I call it, into our stretching. Our feet are going to go out to a plie position where your heels are on the mat, but your toes are off. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to press up and down. Exhale, lift and lower. Exhale, up, release. Exhale, bridge and release. 4 more. What I like to feel is that glute work, that outer thigh work. Exhale. We're going to stay up. We did this last week too. I like to get a little bit more glute. Remember, when you work your glute, you can open up through the hip joint. If your hips are tight, your glutes cannot fire. We're going to do an alternating right and left glute squeeze. If you want to make it a little harder, arms are up to the ceiling, little squeeze and squeeze, or arms out to your T shape. Okay, so it's up to you. Those are very nice options. And here, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, firm arms, 1 and 1. We're going to hold. We're going to go in just a little and out. In just a little and out. Don't go in to tuck it all the way in, and press it out. And in and out. We go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and release. Now slowly release, and we'll pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe it. 4, 3, 2. Yes, I needed that extra pulse to get that burn. Stay here. Inhale. Then exhale. Roll the spine down. Let's say you have your tablet. You can pause me between stretches. Or if you stream it to your TV with Vimeo, you can do that with Smart TV, Fire Stick, Apple TV. You click it on, and then you can pause when you want to stretch. You need 30 to 90 seconds for your tight stretches, which means today we're just going through the variations. I do these stretches after every workout. I really do. We're holding it here. Little ankle stretches. We're not going to have time to do a good 30 to 90 seconds on your tight side, but it doesn't matter, because if you're tight differently than I am, then we're not holding the stretch the same anyway. Okay, let's switch sides. So what that means is, if you know you need a longer stretch on a side, you're better off pausing it and just using this as a demonstration than it is for us to sit and stretch together. Okay, we'll make ankle circles. You can go to my Instagram. I have videos with just stretching. My YouTube has videos with stretching. But what I recommend is getting in touch with me and doing some group classes or doing some private training through HealthWorks. So if you like this class today, let's hug both knees into the chest. You can either hug under or you can hug on top. Just don't press the kneecap. So we're going to hold there. But today, this one's feeling better to me underneath my knees and tucking in. So get in touch with me and you can do some private virtual training with me. If you don't live in the state, remote training and groups or privates, or if you have a friend, semi-privates. But I would love to see you. We're going to roll up here. Woo, tighten that back. Okay. So we're going to do a thoracic rotation. And then back to center. Remember, 30 to 90 seconds when you're tight. Taking it back to center. Again, if you need longer stretches, please take them. I've said it at length, but I mean it. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, unless I'm getting a migraine. Then we stretch it forward. And then we stretch it back. I love that one. If you do this one, switch your cross to the other side. Okay, guys, it's that time for me to say thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come back next week. Don't forget to visit all my other videos in my showcase. The beginning videos will give you the foundation every single week for this class. You can find me at phil_london_Bodiphy. That's where you can email me and ask me questions about my classes, my virtual training, and my group trainings on Zoom. So I will see you guys next time.